Good morning, Boker Tov. Today is March 20th, 2020. We are in the midst of crazy times in the world, but it is Shabbat, and normally what I do when I get up on Fridays is bake challah. And I've always wanted to kind of tape this so you can see how easy it is to make a delicious challah. And I'm going to try doing that today. So first you got to set up your space. Sorry about that. I have my ingredients that I need, my rapid rise. Okay, hello again. I'm on step 2 of the challah process, and I wanted to say Shabbat Shalom to everyone. I'm trying for the first time to put kind of my challah baking on video, and this is strange times here in our world. It's March 20th, 2020, and we're all in a really unusual place. Oh no, this should not have happened. Okay, so anyway, I got interrupted a little while ago when I first started my challah, and it's risen a little, but that's okay. We're not finished putting all the stuff in. What you missed was earlier I used 2 packets of rapid rise. I put my sugar away already, but I had a half a cup and a quarter of a cup, 3/4 of sugar. I threw that in with water, half hot, half regular, so it was like warm, and 2 cups of water. So that all went into this bowl, and it took a little time to rise. And then I added to that 2 eggs, 3 cups of flour, and mixed it. And that's where this is at right now. Okay? So what we need to add to that is a tablespoon of kosher salt, a teaspoon. I didn't have my teaspoon with me, so I just used a regular teaspoon. That will work. Teaspoon of, whoa, that was a lot, of vanilla. And the third thing is, I always use canola oil. Everybody uses different things, but I use canola oil. Let me make sure this is the canola oil. Acetic canola? I don't know what that means. Seen cholesterol. Now maybe this is just a Spanish version. Oh, I already poured it in. So half a cup of oil. And then I mix that. And it's a good exercise. I mean, it's a lot of work when you start mixing the challah, because it gets kind of, it uses your strength and power. I always like to put in a lot of positive energy into whatever I'm doing, and I think about good things, and I try and spread what I'm feeling to everyone in the universe, actually, because it's it's a good thing to do. Spread our good energy, because we don't want to spread anything else these days. So I'm going to take a pause and wash my hands, because we have to wash our hands a lot right now, and I'll get back to you. Hi everybody, it's Kimberly again on Shabbat. It's now the afternoon. I have just completed washing my hands and I'm ready to do another part of baking challah with Kimberly. So we let this rise. See, the little baby became, red, pretty good. Let's see, it must have been a couple hours. And this next part is going to be the kneading of putting it into braids. I usually like to do a 6 braided challah, but maybe today we'll make like 1 6 and 1 3 or something like that. So I use this part to say, we're going to punch in the dough and in our minds think about something maybe that wasn't so great this week, and we're going to like punch out that energy. I think all of us can find something from this week to do that. So here I'm going to do it. Pow. Okay. And we have a nice big piece of challah that we are going to knead a little bit. And what I like to do is cut it in half because, well, the tradition is that you shouldn't have to work on Shabbats. You should always have enough for both Friday night and Saturday. And we're also going to take a little piece to use as the peace offering. And some of my mentors would say they would give this little piece to their dogs or their pets or feed it to the outside animals, which is kind of nice. So you can use a knife if you want to make the different splits. Sometimes I do it just on my own, but I'll do this one into 3. 1, 2, 3, and this one into 6, because we'll do a 3 braided, 6 braided. Yeah. So it's kind of like playing with Play-Doh, So if you want to find something new to do with your kids while we have all this time quarantine, hey, why not bake some challah? That is, if you can get all the ingredients. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do, just so that you don't have to waste too much time, is I'm going to show you. I'm going to roll one of these balls into a nice long, what should we call it? Like just a nice snake or something. Well, or you can think of whatever you want to think of. But I'm going to do this to every single one of these pieces of challah. 1, 2, 3. Usually I would put on like some really nice music, maybe like really depending upon what I'm in the mood to listen to. But if I did that today or right now, then you wouldn't be able to hear me talk. So I'm going to go ahead and do the 6 and the 3, and I'm going to put this on pause and we'll go to the next step. I think what I'll do is I'll do one of those, what do you call it? The time lapse, and I'll braid it and we'll put these two together. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, so finally I'm just going to do a 3 braided challah, and it's just like you would braid somebody's hair. I'm not sure if you can really see it very well. No, you can't. But anyway, do that. And then we need to wait once again to let it rise, and then we'll do the final part.